Welcome back. This is class number 5 of o seu clique no inglês. This class we're going to look at auxiliary verbs and okay, what are they? Are they really important? Auxiliary verbs are the ones who help form negatives, questions, and short answers, among other structures. Having a good command of them is an important part of becoming fluent. Some of the grammar structures that use them in English have no parallel in Portuguese. Another reason for us to study them, another reason for us to have good command over them, because it can save the most precious thing we have nowadays, time. When? For instance, some of us, most of us, take classification or placement tests to study at English schools. A part of these tests, right, is an oral test, a speaking test. And having good command over which auxiliary verb to use depending on the verb tense that is being used in the sentence shows how well you have command of the English language. For instance, these sentences are in the present, right? I speak English every day, right? She works at the office. In the present, you must remember that we have to conjugate the he, she, it differently from the rest of the people. Right? There is this s, sometimes es, depending on the verb, right? In the question, in the affirmative, you don't see the auxiliary verb to help, right? Most of the situations you don't see it here. Let me use the laser because it's easier to see. But look at the questions, right? Do I speak English every day? Do you, do they, okay? Do we? And does she work at the office? Why is it underlined here? Because it's different, right? But look, in the affirmative, the S is in the verb. In the interrogative, it is not, okay? Because it is here. You have already used the S here, right? You have already expressed it here. So it's not necessary to repeat it here. Okay? So, do I speak English every day? Does she work at the office? Negative, I don't speak English every day. Or, she doesn't work at the office. Again, here, the S shows up here. So it doesn't show up in the principal or in the main verb. Okay? And then, look, if I ask you, do you study English every day? And you answer yes. It's not complete, you see. When you answer yes, I know that you understood the question, but I don't know if you have good command of these structures. But if I ask you, do you speak English every day? And you answer, yes, I do. I know that you have good command of it. I know that you understand that we are using the present, that there are the auxiliary verbs in the present. You're using the correct auxiliary verb. If you answered, yes, I does, I would know that you have some command of it, but you still need to practice a little bit to internalize the different auxiliary verbs to use for which person, right? Depending on the person. And in the affirmative, yes, I do. Yes, she does. In the negative, no, I don't. No, she doesn't. The contracted forms, right? Rejoinders are ways for you to agree with other people without necessarily repeating the whole sentence. For example, I speak English every day, and then I say, I do too. Yes, she doesn't work at the office. I don't either. I can make a comment. I show you that I understand that you're using the present. I use the present. I don't need to repeat the whole sentence. I just use these rejoinders and I am agreeing with you. Okay? And I speak English every day. Do you? It's not necessary to repeat. Do you speak English every day? Of course not. Speaking is practical. Okay? So, I speak English every day. Do you? Yes? Yes, I do. No, I don't. Oh, but I don't either. Yes, I do, but she doesn't either. Having good command of these structures, rejoinders and short answers, helps us a lot, right, in understanding and in speaking. Okay? So, this is the present, right? What about the past? In the past, right, in the affirmative, you have I went there yesterday. She worked hard yesterday. Went is an irregular verb. This is why you have the asterisk here. It's the past of go. There is a list, right, with some of the important irregular verbs that is in your first classes, right, related to the verb forms in association with the present perfect. But we don't have like worked there because worked is a regular verb and it finishes in ed. Yes? And the asterisk that is here is because at the end you have some bonus classes, right? One of the bonus classes we have is to talk about the tips on how to pronounce the ed at the end of verbs and at the end of adjectives correctly, because there are three ways you can pronounce the ed. One of them is t. So she worked hard yesterday. Okay? The other one is the, and the other one is id. But we're going to see this when the time comes, right, at the end of the course with in the bonus classes, right? So let's come back here to what the topic of this class is, right? I went there yesterday. She worked hard yesterday. Oh, yes, she worked hard yesterday. And the question, right? Did I go there yesterday? You see, the verb here is in the infinitive. Yes, not in the past, in the infinitive. Because you expressed the past here in the auxiliary. You don't need to repeat the past in the verb. Right? Did she work hard yesterday? And it's did for everybody. There is no difference. Okay? Like do, does. There is no difference. It's did for everybody. Okay? Did she work hard yesterday? I didn't go there yesterday. Again, you expressed the past here, right? You expressed the past. It's Siri trying to participate in class. Right? You expressed the past here. You don't need to express the past in the principal verb. Okay? I didn't go there yesterday. She didn't work hard yesterday. The short answers for the simple past. Did you work hard yesterday? Yes, I did. Did she go to the movies? Yes, she did. Right? No, I didn't. No, she didn't. I did too. Right? I worked hard yesterday. I did too. No, I didn't have time to study yesterday. I didn't either. I was very busy. Right? I was very, very busy. I went to the movies yesterday. Did you? Okay, in the past. What about the future? How is it in the future? The future with will, right? I chose these three because they are very similar, right? They are very similar structures, right? You can see they are very similar. Do, does, did, and will. You have the auxiliary verb and the principal verb here, okay? So, in the future, I will go there next year. She will learn English next year. Will I go there next year? Will she learn English next year? I won't go there next year. She won't learn English next year. Short answers. Yes, I will. Yes, she will. No, I won't. No, she won't. I will too, rejoinder, right? I won't either. Will you? Okay? After the future, what do we see? The present simple of a very special verb, right, in English, the verb to be. Why? Because it is very important in the construction of the continuous forms, okay? So, I am, you are, he is, she is, it is. And the plural forms, we are, you are, they are. In the negative, I am not, you are not, contraction, you aren't, he is not, he isn't, she is not, she isn't, it is not, it isn't, they are not, they aren't, you are not, you aren't, we are not, we aren't. And in the question, invert the position. Am I, are we, are you, are they? Okay? And in the past, was, right? And were. I was, you were, he, she, it was, we, you, they were. In the negative, again, I was not, I wasn't, we were not, we weren't. And in the question, you invert. Were you, were they, was she, was he, was it, were you, was I. Okay? We're going to use the past simple and the present simple of the verb be in the construction of the continuous forms, right? This is very important. But look, they are formulas. Once you have good command of the formulas, everything becomes easier. You start internalizing this, and then it becomes easier for you to use, okay? And this is the end of the first class on auxiliary verbs. We're going to come back with the second one, with more verb tenses, okay? I hope you are already practicing. Keep on practicing. Do the quizzes, do the exercises. It's important, very important for you to make this natural for you, automatic for you, that you do exercise, okay? Nothing is more important than doing the exercises. Only the classes are not enough for you to make this change, right? But your click is on its way, right? Your click is on its way. More understanding, better understanding, speaking with more confidence, and escaping the intermediate plateau. This is our goal. This is our goal. Okay? See you soon, right? In class, the second class for auxiliary verbs. Bye-bye.